What's up guys? Here we are on another video and I'll be discussing what it's like to run a clothing factory from the UK, inside out, good and bad. So as you know from my other videos, I've been in the business for 20 years now. For the past, I'd say 10 years, I've run my own clothing factory here in Southeast London. And it's one of the most difficult jobs that you'll ever encounter. I'm not comparing it to being a neurosurgeon or anything like that, but it is very stressful and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody to get into. So think very carefully, if this is a career path that you want to go down. But if you are crazy enough to still think that you want to do it, or just out of sheer morbid curiosity, listen in and I'll kind of go through the steps that it takes to build and run your own garment factory. So in no particular order, I'll probably start off with quality control. This one is key because whether you're making 2, 10, 50 or 100 pieces, they all need to look the same. And there's probably like a 5% tolerance level that the factory or the customer will accept. For years now, I'll go to any random clothing shop and the first thing I'll do will be inspecting the garment, turning the hem inside out, checking the lining, just seeing how it's been made. And that's just the nature of my job in terms of what I do. But I'm not the QT person within my company. I have to hire somebody that looks over QC and checks everything before it goes out to the customer. If you don't have a QC person in your workforce, then forget it, it's not going to work. You're going to be fighting a losing battle and you're going to lose money fast. And I've been in that position myself. So tip number 1, get yourself someone who is solid at quality control. So the next one is cash flow. Running a factory, your expenses can go wildly out of control very quickly. So you have to be a person that is very hot on the numbers. I've seen many factories go out of business because somewhere along the line, they haven't quite got to grips with the numbers. And even myself, I've been at that stage a few times where the numbers have really weighed me down and we just haven't made any money. So we've had to temporarily shut up shop and look over the numbers again, reprice our products, and then hit the ground running again. Next is staff. I'd say for the past 4, maybe 5 years, the UK has found it incredibly difficult to keep skilled machinists. And by that I mean sample machinists who actually make the garment, who in my opinion are second to the designers in terms of importance to the fashion industry. Because obviously if you don't have the machinists, then you don't have anybody to make it. So now we have such a finite pool of machinists left in this country that my fear is that manufacturing is going to veer back out towards Europe and Asia as it was 20 years ago. So for our business over the years, we've lost staff incrementally. So we're down to like a skeleton team, but we're still able to function well. So if you are looking to start your own factory and you're able to acquire really good machinists, do whatever you can to keep them. Next, competing with the international factories is impossible, so don't even try. The way we function within our business is that we are a UK, London-based manufacturer where we function in a sustainable way, which works for brands and clientele that want to manufacture sustainable products that are made by skilled artisans that are paid well. And also the Made in UK, Made in London banner means that you can sell your product for a higher price. So this should be one of the USPs that you're marketing to your clients if you want to build your own factory. Next, startup costs. That's a big one because for me, it took me 10 years to acquire all the machines that I needed to build my own factory. Now, if you want to go down this route, you probably need upwards of £100,000 realistically. And I'm not just talking about machines, I'm talking about fixtures, fittings, trims, little bits of equipment, and also the running costs for at least the first few months whilst you're marketing your services to the right clientele. Finally, what's going to be your area of specialism? Any factory that tells you that they can do any and everything, I'd run a mile. Ultimately, you want to build a factory that specializes in 1 or maybe 4 things at the most. Our business, we specialize in swimwear, dresses and activewear. because of the machines that we have and the machinists that we have to execute those kind of jobs. If you find a factory that says that they can do swimwear and leather, that's not going to work. And it's also a good practice in business to focus on a niche. It's more financially efficient and it's more physically efficient. And that way you'll get a better quality of customer. So that's what it's like running your own factory. But the key thing is to have patience if it's something that you want to pursue, and good luck with the venture because you will need it.